Hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new show, Minor Illusion, a D&D podcast. My name is Ethan, and I will be the Dungeon Master. Joining me today are James.
Hi.
Jonathan.
Hola, senors.
And Jake.
Hi!
The J-Team.
What do we do now?
You're right about that.
So we'll be playing Dungeons & Dragons, and the way this starts is some D&D. We're going to play D&D. So as all good D&D games start, Jake, you are in a tavern.
Yeah.
You own this tavern. Welcome to the Blue Unicorn. Jake, please introduce your character for us.
Okay. Should I be talking to the
No.
listeners or okay?
No, just introduce your
Okay.
character.
Okay, cool. My character's name is Urag'Thak. He is a orcish barbarian, but he's extremely polite. You know, unlike the stereotypical orcish barbarian. And he's a businessman. He failed once, but now he has this wonderful little establishment and is sort of making money almost.
Almost. Enough to live.
Yeah.
Enough to pay his employees. Yes. So,
Yes.
Jake, you are playing Urag'Thak, the orcish bartender. And you have been approached by a patron of yours who comes in quite often, and you know her quite well. Her name is Ellana Fairwinter. And she says to you, Urag'Thak, I have a job that I need to do, that I need done. But I need a couple of things. Well, first I need people to do the job, and I was hoping that you'd be able to help me out with that. Also, I need a place to do business. And I was hoping you could help me out with this. And now, Ellana Fairwinter she's a half-elf woman with platinum blonde hair, kind of close cropped around her shoulders. And she's here quite, not every day, and never, to get drunk. She's here to, hang out, be around, people. And she's here maybe once or twice a week. And you are quite good friends with her because she actually helped you. I'm going to say that she actually helped you find this building to start up your new business here in Waterdeep. And she's asking you for help with this quest, with her job. She's like, I want to start an adventuring business where people will come to us to get jobs done rather than we have to go out and find jobs to do. And I was hoping you could help me out with this.
It is a rather ambitious idea, Miss Fairwinter, but I feel that we could probably get it done.
Jake, I love this character so much. Okay, so Jake, you have now. There's one person that you think would be good for helping out with this. They're a regular at the tavern. They're a regular at the tavern. They're here a couple of times during the week whenever they've managed to scrounge up enough money to come and visit. I wouldn't go as far as to say that you are necessarily good friends with him, but you know him well enough.
Yeah.
And he is your one addition to the party that you can think of. And I want you to and you have gone to the this is maybe a couple of days after Ellana came and talked to you. And you have waited until this guy came into your tavern, and you have gone to give him the proposition to this job. Jonathan, do you want to introduce your character for me?
Yes. My character is he is a tabaxi. He was kind of orphaned at a young age, and he's kind of been hanging around the docks area for the most part. He's living off the street. I like to think he, looks for work, help like putting boxes on the ships and stuff like that. He's fairly young, so a lot of I guess the shipmasters don't want to take him out to adventures because they don't think he's reliable enough. So he's able to scrounge up just like a little bit of money here and there, and then obviously go to the tavern every once in a while, whenever he does have enough.
Right.
He's kind of go ahead.
Oh no, go continue. I'm just
all right. Yeah, no,
I'm listening.
Yes, he's kind of, I wouldn't say a troublemaker, but whenever there is trouble to be had, he always finds a way to like slip away, and he kind of has gotten this nickname throughout the local area. People call him Froggy because he's pretty good at slipping away from like nefarious situations.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's the general background.
Okay, it is I don't know, it's like a Thursday night. You're currently sitting at one of the bars in the tavern, the Blue Unicorn, which is it's a round building with three levels, like three ringed levels going down. The first one being like ground level, and then like I don't know, like 5 or 6 feet down into the center of the tavern. The outer level is where the bars are. There's a bar on either side with a bartender. The inner ring is kind of like tables and seats, like places for people to sit. And then the lowest circle of the tavern is a kind of like a boxing ring where people come and do like pit fighting, but not deadly. Like they come and have like a boxing match, and people will bet on it and stuff. And Jake, I know we talked about it. I don't know if you made a decision. What forms of entertainment are there? What other forms of entertainment are there available in the Blue Unicorn?
There's there's a bar, obviously, the pit fighting ring, and there's like a PG-13 rated dancer show.
Okay, they've got dancers, but not strippers. Great. Okay. All right. So they
Interesting.
yeah, like okay. So like you've got like a human woman and like an elf, and like I don't know. You've got like a dragonborn maybe, and you've got I don't know, and you've got like a beautiful elven man as well who's just like there. You pay them all. You make enough to pay them, and then kind of like have a little bit left over for you. So it's kind of more of like a hobby than an actual
also,
like business.
One of my employees is my cousin, who isn't good at any jobs, and I really just hired him just because he needs a job.
Okay.
And he doesn't really do his job. All he does is get drunk.
Okay.
Nice.
But he does pit fighting
Yeah.
He does like a boxing match once in a while.
When
there's only like one guy.
Story, but he's there.
Yeah, when there's like only one guy, the orc comes in, and so you're playing technically you're a half orc, but we're gonna pretend that you're like 3/4 orc.
We can't hear you if you are talking to us.
Oh no, that's unfortunate. Can you hear me? Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello? You're back now.
What the heck?
The voice.
What the heck? Okay. So Jake, you're playing a half orc. Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
hello. It
Oh my
seems
God,
you were having
okay.
technical issues.
All right. Yeah, we've all got terrible internet, and
Well, I don't have terrible internet.
well, I've got 3 out of the 4 of us have pretty bad internet.
Yeah.
So Jake, you're playing a half orc, but we're gonna pretend that he's like 7/8 orc.
Yeah.
Your cousin is like half orc, like a full, like actual half orc. So he's like smaller and lither than you, but he's still like orcish.
Yeah.
So Jonathan, Magic Frog, is that what we're going with, or just Froggy?
Froggy's the nickname that everyone gives. That's probably what we're going to end up using.
It started out as Magic Frog, and now they just call him Froggy.
Froggy
okay, so Froggy the cat man, you were approached by the owner of the tavern, which usually would not be a good thing. Where are you sitting when he approaches you?
Just at the bar.
Just at one of the two bars.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like near the edge of the furthest bar from the entrance.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, they're kind of like equidistant from it. It's like the entrance is on one side, and then like there's a tavern on like to like the left and right, around. So I don't know. You're at one of the bars, and the owner approaches you. A tall orc, with a mohawk shaved head, and who's wearing a suit of a fancy like nice suit vest and a tie and no shirt. And he approaches you and says,
Froggy. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I have some very good news for you.
Urag, what do you want?
"Ooh, I like this voice."
I know this lady. She's setting up an amazing like group of adventurers to go on adventures.
Adventure? What do you mean?
He's not very well spoken, is he?
Yeah, well, okay, I'm trying my best here, okay?
No, not you. Urag'Thak is just he's just like a man of few words.
Yes. Anyway, continue.
Go, continue on.
She wasn't very specific on what sort of adventure we're going to go on, but I trust her, so I just felt that you would at least want to know about it and maybe consider joining us.
What's the pay?
She did not quite specify that either.
She did say it would be people come to you guys to like pay you to do things, so probably varies. Probably varies.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, well, he needs to tell me that.
Yeah, Jake. Role playing. Let's go.
All right. Apparently, she's setting up some sort of stuff to get people to come to us to like help them out with their quests and adventures and whatnot. So probably the money is going to vary depending on who is actually hiring us.
All right, I take a sip of my drink, and I just kind of sit there in silence for a second.
Fantastic.
Wait, I'm gonna say, okay, I'm in.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's great, Froggy. Oh, I'm so happy to be doing this with you.
Fantastic. As you agree, you hear the bell going in like the fighting. Somebody's just been knocked out. Ding 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 ding. Just like at perfect timing, just as you agree. James.
Yes.
Harold? Harvey? Hold on. You named your character. Hold on. Henry. Sorry. It's like a very normal name compared to the others. Henry, where are you when Ellana Fairwinter comes to speak to you?
I am at my church.
At the church. Okay. The church. Which god would that be?
Oh.
Is that a god in D&D?
Well, it is now.
It is now. That is true. The church of which one?
I'm not sure. Some sun
Okay, you've cut out.
Apollo.
You said sun god.
The church of a sun god. Okay, hold on. D&D sun god. We're gonna find out. Oh boy, that's a name. That's a name right there. Aminator.
Oh my god.
Amanart.
Aminator.
Aminator.
It is Aminator. Aminator.
Ooh. Okay, so you are currently I don't know, praying or something to Aminator at Aminator. Oh, that's a name. That's a name right there. You're currently praying to Aminator at the church in Waterdeep. Actually, I'm gonna say it's like just outside Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Because it's more of a god that like the peasants would go and worship to like bring good weather and stuff, like bring the sun so that it might grow our crops. So you're there, and I don't know, you're like praying or whatever, like recharging your magic energy or something. I don't know what you paladins do in your free time. You're there, and you are just kind of finishing up, and you like get up and you turn around to leave the church and go home. Do you live in the church grounds or?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. You get up to leave the church around and kind of head home. And as you stand up and exit the front doors, there is a young half-elven woman with platinum blonde hair, kind of leaning against or she's like sitting on the front steps. As you exit, and as you walk past her, she stands up and she says, "Excuse me, you are a paladin of Aminator, are you not?"
Yes, I am.
What is your name? And I'm gonna say that this is a while ago. This is when you met.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this is a few years ago.
Okay.
She says, what's your name, sir?
My name is Henry.
Yeah, she says, would you help me out with a little something? My family's farm has been, there have been goblins that have been coming down and taking our crops. And we could use some help clearing them out. None of us are particularly skilled fighters, and we don't have much money to pay you. To pay anyone, so I figured we'd ask around the church. Would you mind helping us out?
Of course I would. Anything for the people.
Fantastic. I think that is the first time you met her, and you are kind of like over the years she's come and said, "Hey, do you want to come help me out with something else?" Because I feel like that's kind of like what you do. You're a paladin, kind of like you do your stuff just like just to help other people. That's like your paladin ways.
Yeah.
So when she came again to the church today, or yesterday, let's go with. When she came to the church yesterday, and instead of asking you to help out with a small job, she asked you to help out with her business, which would allow you and her to help even more people, is how she put it to you. You couldn't refuse, or well, I guess you could have, but you didn't. So now, the four of you are gathered in the, oh man, I don't want to say basement, but I also don't want to say like the employee staff room. You're gathered in a room hidden away in the Blue Unicorn. where
Yeah, it's like my office, I guess.
yeah, you're gathered in his office, but instead of him sitting in the chair, Ellana is sitting in the oversized chair. She looks like a child sitting in it, and you guys are all in like folding chairs around a big table that's been put out. And I'm gonna say it's probably like I'm gonna say it's after hours, so there are like the only other people in here are like employees who are just leaving because it's like I don't know 5 a.m. or whatever. I don't know when the tavern closes. Actually, it's D&D. They probably don't close, but you've got less people. There aren't any. There are very few people, so you've got so you don't really have to worry about like stuff that's going on. So, Jonathan, do you know either of the other two characters? I want to know.
No. I just know.
Or I mean, I meant James. Jonathan, you kind of know Urag'Thak. He's around in the tavern.
Yeah. I mean, I talked to him a couple times.
Yeah. Sorry, the J Squad. This is the J team is what I called you earlier. This is gonna get confusing. James, do you know either of the other two characters?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Ellana is kind of sitting in this chair in Urag'Thak's desk, and she's kind of like, I don't know, maybe he's got like some little models that look absolutely tiny in his hands. But she's like picked up a model of like a wizard, and I don't know. I don't want to like make this character decision for Urag'Thak. She's like picked up a little.
I'm gonna say he has a lot of like desk toys, kind of similar to Michael Scott.
Okay. Oh my. Yes. Okay, so we're just gonna be okay.
Okay. She's got an Oscar, but it's like a wizard instead. He's got an Oscar, but it's like it's like a wizard instead. Like a little golden wizard statue.
That's boss. I guess all I can think of.
World's best boss, and it's like a tankard.
Oh man. That's funny.
Yeah, you've got that going on. So she's sitting in this desk, and she says, actually, she had to introduce herself to Froggy. She didn't know you. But the introductions are actually. Do you guys want to roleplay the introductions? We could do that.
Sure.
I'm gonna say that Froggy and Urag'Thak are already there, and Ellana and what's Henry. I'm gonna need a reminder. I'm gonna need to write on my whiteboard over here character names. Henry.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna cough into the microphone because I'm laughing too hard. Yes, this is how this is going. You guys are gathered in Urag'Thak's office, and it's a little bit cramped, but it's like a little bit cramped because there's 4 of you in here, but not as much as it would be if he was a human, because it's like orc-sized office. And Urag and Froggy are already here, and Ellana and Henry walk in through the door. Let's go from here. Scene.
Okay.
Oh, good, Ellana. You finally made it. Oh, and you brought a friend. Greetings and salutations. I am Urag'Thak, owner and proprietor of the Blue Unicorn establishment.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I am Henry, and I accompany my friend.
I get up from the chair and I want to. Are you okay? Don't die on us now. Oh my goodness.
Now I'm choking on my drink.
All right, let me continue with mine. Okay, so I get up and I walk over to Ellana.
Good thing my headset has a mute button.
And I kind of do like a half circle around her. just kind of look at her, like.
And then you knock the tankard off the table.
Here's what I'll do. I'll knock it off, but catch it with my tail. There you
nice.
go.
Yeah.
And I'll say.
And then you juggle it.
And then I just start doing a circus performance now. All right. Pleasure to meet you, Ellana. And then I just kind of chill on the wall. I guess I lay my back on the wall.
All right. So there are 3 folding chairs for you guys. Magic Frog is apparently not using one.
Yeah.
But
That's fine.
Ellana
I'm gonna take up 2.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You realize there's a free one, and then you take it. You're the big orc. And Ellana sits in your big like nice.
I don't know why you don't
chair.
just sit in your actual chair, and then she can sit in the whatever. It's whatever you want to do. No,
because I love this image. She is this small she's like a short thin half elf half elf. She sits in the big orc's armchair.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, all right, now let's get down to business. I have a business opportunity for the 3 of you. Although, it does require quite a bit of setup to make it work. The idea is, yeah, I'm sure you're all familiar with the Acquisitions Incorporated establishment that's here in Waterdeep on the other side of town.
Not really.
Oh yes, very.
Well, anyway, they hire adventurers and they send them off to do the adventures. Of course, they're very expensive to hire. I was hoping the idea was that we would be able to open a business. And we've already got a building. If Urag, you're willing to work, if you're willing to allow it, that we could use, and we would be able to hire ourselves out to help the people who are not quite so financially sound with their problems. Like Henry here used to help my family with the problems around the farm when the goblins would show up or things like that.
Ooh, those goblins, they can get pretty nasty. That must have been some kerfuffle.
Come on, goblins are easy kills.
Says that's true. They certainly did seem easy to kill when he was doing it, and I'm surprised he's not higher than level 1. But whatever. Now that I've established that this is what he did, he gave all his XP to other people. Just charity. Just gave it all away. He's like, ooh, I've got a bag of experience points.
Here's a bottle of enchanting. Enjoy.
Yeah. It's like, here, child, would you like some experience points? Here you go.
They just
and then
grow
he's
up
level 1
adult.
forever. She says, well, that was the plan, and I was hoping that you'd all be on board with it. The only thing is we'd have to get the name out there, and we have to actually establish that we can do the work before we can start an official business. And then we have to go get a permit from the city council. This is too boring for D&D. We're gonna keep doing it. She
I raise my hand.
Yep.
For getting our name out there, I actually have a friend who is in PR. He may be able to help us out.
Okay.
I interrupt. I get off from the wall.
All right.
Urag, this has got to be the worst idea you've ever had. I'm out. And I start heading towards the door.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Froggy, wait. This could be good.
Oh, yeah.
I know this guy in PR. He can sell the unsellable.
I don't give a shit about PR.
No, Okay, but that's just a start. We just have to get the name out there. And ideally, the best way to do that would be to take some jobs. But there are signposts and or notice boards around and other things. Not only that, but it would be a fairly stable source of income, if not stable, if not steady. You'd be able to make money. It might not always be the same amount.
I have one request.
Shoot.
Ellana.
Okay.
Sorry.
I request her. No.
No, I request my own ship and crew.
That I don't know what that
Something
noise
cool.
was that just came out of my mouth.
It was a funny noise.
She says, that's really expensive. And I'm like a farmer? I don't have that money.
Well, it
Surely,
really depends on the type of ship and what the
I mean,
crew is like.
we could probably afford you like a rowboat.
Yeah. A
canoe?
rowboat, maybe like some literal skeleton crew. I think we could do that for him.
Do you know a necromancer? Do you know a necromancer or Urag'Thak?
Okay. Okay.
Yes, one happens to come in every Wednesday.
Okay. Is it really that common, huh?
Okay.
All right.
We'll make use of that
chuckle.
later.
I chuckle and I say, "I'll settle an IOU."
She says you'll get a cut you'll get a cut of the money if you want if that's what you want to spend it on. By all means, go ahead.
We'll discuss it another time.
Sounds good. Okay.
I'm slightly annoyed, by the way.
Right, as cats are. Just always a little bit annoyed, and also like always ready for a nap.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then I put my back against the wall and I put my head down. I close my eyes. I'm listening. I'm just resting my eyes.
Fantastic. Right, like cats always seem to be asleep. They're probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, and she says, well, well, if you're all in, if you're all in, and Urag, if you're sure you don't mind letting us use the tavern, as a base of operations, at least until we can get our own, at least until we can afford an actual, a separate building, then I suppose we're ready. Henry, you don't have any special requests? Any qualms about this?
No. Just as long as we can get out there and start helping. Come on.
Now, before we actually make this thing official, I have but one question for you.
Right.
For
me, the dungeon master?
No, Ellana.
No.
I look at
Ellana.
Ellana.
Okay.
Or Ellana. Can I make a either a perception check or maybe a different kind of check? I don't know what else it would be under.
Well, what are you trying to determine?
I'm trying to see if there's why she wants to start this. Like, what's her like motive behind wanting to do this?
Okay. Yeah, that'll be an insight check.
Okay, insight then. Got it.
Yeah. James, maybe you can get closer to your microphone or turn up the sensitivity. I don't know what you're using.
Yeah, no, that's a 4.
Okay. A 4. Okay,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. As far as you can, tell, like her, her reason for doing this is exactly what she said. She wanted to.
Right.
She wanted to, be able to help people.
Right. All
who
right.
can't necessarily, who couldn't necessarily afford to pay one of a big pay the Adventurers Guild or Acquisitions Incorporated or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm slightly intrigued by her answer because I feel like there's more to it, but I leave it alone for now.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, if you guys are all, so she's, if you guys are all in, then I suppose tomorrow morning we can all get to work and find a job to do.
I nudge Urag. I'm gonna say Urag. I don't know how to actually say it.
Urag'Thak.
Urag. I nudge Urag and I say, Urag, time for another night of drinking, eh?
I kind of like chuckle softly to myself. I'm like, yeah, another night of drinking.
Mind giving me
But
this
first,
This
I'm going to.
This doesn't clear your tab.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a big poster and put it up in the tavern to see if any tavern goers might request our services.
Okay. I'd say there's probably a notice board like outside the tavern, Jake.
Yeah.
Probably. Sorry,
Can I,
Jonathan, I cut you off.
Yeah, no, you're good. Where's Ellana in relation to where I am?
On the other side of Urag's desk, in the big
Okay.
chair.
Can I? Because I was like in my brain, I was just imagining it like me being like on the side.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. I mean, so it's like it's like a desk, like an office desk, and then
Right.
in front of it, in two folding chairs are Urag'Thak and Henry. Henry, does he have a title? Paladin Henry the Fifth of Waterdeep. I don't know. Are Henry and Urag in folding chairs, and then I imagine just like a little bit behind them, and then off to the side against the wall is you.
Okay. Because I wanted to actually try to steal something from Ellana with my tail. Okay, maybe not steal, but maybe see if she has anything of value on her.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think she's probably getting up and like trying to like leave, which kind of like puts you behind her. You could make a sleight of hand or check to attempt to pickpocket her. See if she has anything valuable on her.
Okay, let me do that then.
Okay.
I got a 19.
A 19 to pickpocket her. Okay. What's everyone's passive perception? So that's 10 plus your perception bonus. 12.
That's what plus perception bonus?
10 plus your perception bonus. And there's like a little circle for you to write it in, and I need you to do that.
My passive
9.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you guys don't notice because you're not actively like trying to look for it. Henry. Froggy, you don't find anything particularly valuable on her. It seems as she said, she's she's not a wealthy person. She is a farmer. Or maybe she's not necessarily like a farmer. She doesn't probably do a lot of the work. She doesn't look like she's like thin and not really like a muscular like farmhand or anything. She probably she probably does like cooking and stuff. Or like feeds the animals, something that's not quite as taxing. But she doesn't have anything valuable on her. The only
Does she have food?
Food.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I think she has like an apple in her bag. She has like a satchel. The only even remotely valuable thing she has is like a rusty key, which you assume is probably like a house key.
Okay. Can I take the apple?
Yeah, you can take the apple.
Sweet. I'm taking that apple.
Okay. Yep, you've taken Ellana's apple. Fantastic.
I'm gonna write it down as Ellana's apple.
No, you can just write down apple.
No, it's hers. So I'm gonna put her name in front of it.
Okay, fantastic. You've stolen Ellana's apple. Wonderful.
Sweet.
All right. So what do you guys do tonight? I mean, Urag and Froggy, I guess, are going drinking or something.
Yeah.
Or Froggy is at least. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how Urag is
Urag
like.
make it-
Just like I'm gonna drink
Make it a
all the
big
alcohol
poster.
in my own tavern. What is?
Yeah, I'm gonna join him in the drinking, but I'm more like supervising rather than full on drinking.
Okay. Does he have a tendency to like drink a little too much and need help getting home? To his little hidey hole of a dog.
You talking
Yeah.
to me? Oh, I'm gonna say it happens, but not as often as you would probably think.
Right. He has a tendency to spend all the money that he's saved up for drinking, but
Let's
it's
say
not
let's
always
say like
enough
really
to get
bad
him
day.
wasted.
Right. Yeah. Let's say he has like a really bad day. He does end up doing
Okay.
this.
All right. What about Henry? What does Henry do?
Henry just goes straight to bed. He's not really a big drinker.
Okay. There's thunder outside. In real life.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. So let's see if my internet dies.
That would suck.
Yeah, that really would suck. So you guys each do your thing. Do Froggy and Urag have any meaningful conversation or anything like that, or is it just drinking and like hanging?
Well, I don't know. I'm asking this only because I want to know, Urag, where are you at when I'm drinking?
I mean, do you like go sit
I'm
at his
gonna
table,
say
or do you
I'm-
just like hang out behind the bar with one of the bartenders?
Yeah, I'm hanging out behind the bar with one of the bartenders, like also kind of, like taking stock of all the alcohol we have, like while I'm drinking with Froggy.
Okay.
Are you looking in my direction?
Not
Yeah, I
particularly.
mean, probably not, right?
Okay.
If you're like tending to business
Yeah.
stuff.
Right. I want to
I'm
because
gonna steal
just-
all the alcohol.
No, it's just it's not that. No, I want to actually because I'm kind of like I'm a little tipsy. I'm kind of bored, so I see these two guys on my right. If you'll let me, I want to knock. So the guy who's on the actual bar, he's sitting down having a drink. He put his drink on the bar. He's talking to somebody on his right. There's this guy behind him. I want to knock over the drink, and then like tap his shoulder with my tail, and then make it look like it's the other guy behind him, just to start a bar
Oh,
fight.
fantastic!
I'm bored.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Or actually,
I'm improving
okay,
this.
make a sleight of hand.
Okay. All right. Ooh. 26.
Okay. You managed to successfully knock this guy's drink over and then like tap him on the shoulder like it was the other guy.
Uh-huh.
However, he turns around, right, and then he sees Urag'Thak, who's like a big orc, and he's just kind of like behind the bar. He's not paying attention, but he sees him behind the bar, like wearing the suit and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he raises his fist a little bit, and then sees the orc, and then like lowers it. He's like, "Nope, we're not doing that." And he's like, "Can I have another drink, please? I seem to have knocked it over." Like,
all right. I
you kind of get the you kind of get the vibe that like because he's a big orc and could just shut the bar fight down, people don't even want to start them because somebody will get hurt. And it will not be it will not be him.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I
Okay,
have to know how many times has Froggy tried this and all the time he's been coming here.
Probably every other week or so he's tried to start a bar fight.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna say because you said that, I'm gonna say because he really wants to see if somebody will start a bar fight with I forgot his name.
Urag.
Oh my god. Urag. Because I'm really like my character's really interested to see if anyone would ever start a bar fight with Urag in the room. So far it's nobody has ever like actually done it. But my experiment is that it's gonna happen one day. I'm gonna try. All All right, so I finished my drink. Urag, friend, hit me with another
Okay,
one.
there are the names. There are the names in the Discord chat.
Senor.
Okay.
Urag, buddy.
Yeah.
Can I get the
I
He's got like a clipboard in his hand and like a pen, and he's like a legitimate pen. He has a pen and a
Yeah.
clipboard, and he's just like
from the 21st century?
yeah. Or I mean, it's like kind of like made of like some carved wood, and has like a, you know, it's like a pen if it was made by like a wizard, right? It's like a pen if it was designed by
Yeah.
a medieval wizard.
All right, Urag, friend, got any overstock?
let me check. Looks like we do. You want a bit?
Yes, my friend. Give me all of it. I sipped a little more of my drink. Whatever's left at the bottom.
Okay, what's he drinking?
I do.
Milk.
You know what? I kind of want it to be milk now.
It's like
Let's
something
say-
mixed with milk, and because it's magic, it works. I don't know how. but it works.
Urag. No, Urag. You have like. Please tell me you have like milk that's like alcohol based.
Hard
Yeah.
milk. yeah,
Hard
yeah.
milk.
It's hard milk.
It's a special blend that the Blue Unicorn makes.
Yeah, I got a little milk mustache on my mouth.
I like the idea too that you get it in a bowl, in a saucer. It's a saucer of like this alcoholic milk.
Sure, I'm down. Okay.
And it's served that way to everyone, not just you. Like
Yeah.
everybody gets it that way.
All right, now, Froggy, I do want to warn you. The only real overstock we have is this dwarven ale. It's very strong.
I don't care. Give it to me.
All right, here you go. I just hand him the whole bottle.
No one will order this.
Yeah, no one's gonna order it, so might as well get rid
it's
of
like we
it.
get a new shipment in tomorrow, and no one has ordered this, so it's just like we're either gonna have nothing but this by the end of the month, or I can give you some now.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I take the drink. I raise it as like a cheer to Urag.
Mhm.
Thanks, friend. I get up and I walk outside. I'm just walking to my little home now.
Okay,
I'm
you
walking
don't
home.
even drink it. You just take
I'm
it.
drinking. No, I'm drinking and walking
Okay,
home.
I need
Yeah.
you to make a Constitution check.
Okay.
Or a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. All right. Right. Let's see here. So that's gonna be a dirty 20.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, you
Awesome.
you managed to make it home before you just pass out. This stuff is really strong. You managed to make it home before you just pass out.
Cool.
And you have a
I didn't pass out
horrible
this-
hangover in the morning. Does anything interesting happen to Henry on the way home?
No.
No? No? He just goes home.
He's such a normal person.
Yeah, Henry's like a normal guy.
Should I describe my home?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so he kind of lives in like an under, not like it's kind of like under the docks, but it's not like in the water. It's kind of like have you ever seen? I forget that city called in The Witcher 3.
Oh boy.
You have to go into the sewers
in
for one of the
Novigrad.
main quests. Novigrad. It's
Yeah.
it's like a Novigrad type of situation where like there's ground. So there is like a little. I have like a little tent, not like pet tent, but like I have like two sticks and I have like a cloth hanging over the sticks, and they're like I have them like tucked into like the rocks in the wall behind it.
Oh, okay.
And I sleep. Yeah, I kind of sleep. I sleep under there.
Okay.
I have like a lantern and yeah,
Nice.
that's about it. I just sleep
Nice.
there.
And it's just out of reach of high tide.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit too close, but it's as far
Like-
away as you're gonna get.
like the high tide, like it touches my feet whenever it's at the highest,
Yeah.
and it scares me a lot.
Right.
But I'm kind of living a really shitty like life right now,
Okay.
so like I'm pretty poor.
Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So you are. You are rudely awoken by the high tide. Hit it like getting your tail in the morning, and you I don't know. You decide to head back over to meet at the Blue Unicorn, which I don't think you've ever been there during the day. No. Probably not.
No, I usually work the shipyards during the day.
Right. Yeah. As you are climbing up out from under the docks, one of the sailors says, "Hey, Froggy, do you want to help us unload these?" And there's like a new ship in the dock that is it has it's like the biggest ship you've seen in a long time, and it's very like ornate and well taken care of, and it looks almost as though it might be like a Royal Navy ship or something like that. It's like a very fancy ship.
What's this guy's name?
Um,
You don't have to give him a name, just like if he does have a name, if you can think of one.
his name is Reginald. Reggie.
Reggie. Okay, Reggie something.
His name's
Okay.
Reggie. He says, "Hey,
Reggie.
Froggy, do you want to help us unload these? I'll give you 15 coppers.
Make it 20 and you got the deal.
I normally give you 10. 15 is a deal. How hungover are
that's
you?"
nice. That's not Reggie. I like groggily like walk up to the dog.
Says, "Oh, jeez, how hungover are you?" And then you've got like half a bottle of like the dwarven ale. Like,
Yeah, I have it. I'm holding it with my tail,
oh, yeah.
and I'm
You don't
drinking.
even- you didn't.
I'm drinking.
I like the idea that you didn't even realize that you still had it in your like wrapped up in your tail. It's just there. You're just kind of like dragging it behind you.
Yeah, and whenever I get to the top, I look behind me and I have this like dazed look, and I'm like, oh, and I just drink the rest of it and throw it down.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god, I did not mean for my guy to be a fucking alcoholic. But it's just what the story just like calls for. I don't know. Okay,
It's just this one time.
right.
He had money.
That's a 19.
That's a 19. Okay, you managed to. Oh god, you managed to realize that you shouldn't just down the whole thing after a couple of gulps, and and Reggie's just like looks at you and he's like, "I don't think you should be drinking any more of that." And he just kind of like takes it from you and sets it on a box. he's like, "Now, are you okay to even help us unload these? Or are you gonna pass out and fall off the docks if you try?"
No, I got it.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I don't know. You like work for like an hour unloading boxes and stuff, and
Should I make a Constitution save for fucking not passing out while
yes, absolutely.
or like just not messing up in some way? Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh, okay. Nope, you're fine. You work for an hour, and by the end, you are stone cold sober. You've like worked all the alcohol out. I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah.
But maybe it is for Tabaxi. Whatever.
It is for me.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You like unload boxes and stuff, and he says, "All right, Froggy, here's your 15 coppers, and thanks for all that. And I think we're supposed to have another ship in tomorrow. If you want to help us out with that."
All right. I grab the gold and
It's copper.
I give him a little. Or sorry, not gold. Sorry,
copper
copper.
coins.
My bad. I grab the copper and I give him a little coy smile and I walk away.
All right.
As I head towards the blue
Do
unicorn.
you grab your bottle of booze? do you grab the bottle of dwarven ale before you leave, or do you just leave it there?
I'm gonna say yes.
To which one?
I'll grab
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you grab it, or
I'll
do
take
you leave
with
it
me.
there? Yes. That's not helpful.
All right.
That's only a good answer if the two aren't complete opposites of each other. Like if you can do both.
Should I keep track of how much copper I have?
Yes, you should keep track of how much money you have.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. What day is it? I'm gonna say it's like a Sunday morning or a Monday morning or whatever. D&D weeks. There's like 10 days in a week, and you get 3 weeks a month. So I'm gonna go. It's the first day of the week, which is first day. Monday. It's Monday. Jake, you've just you are just kind of like not opening or closing. You're just preparing for like the morning shift at the Blue Unicorn, which I don't know if you live in this building too or not, or if you've got like a little house somewhere else.
I'm gonna say I live in there.
Okay. Yeah, like
I've got like a little room, like kind of like in that attic sort of area.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you've got a room in the attic. Of course, if you're up there and like people could just see the floorboards creak in like the ceiling. Yeah, you're there. You are just kind of like counting up the money that you've made to order new shipments of stuff and pay your employees, and then however much you have left over, that's how much you make. And you have made.
Cool.
I want you to roll a D100 for me, and that's how much money you have made this week.
So it is. Oh, nice. 91.
Okay, Jake, you have or Urag'Thak, you have netted 91 gold pieces this month. It's probably about noon-ish. Actually, it's probably about 10 a.m. when Ellana arrives. She has like a big satchel bag on her back that is full of like scrolls and like papers and like a couple of books and stuff, and she sets it down on the counter, and she takes a seat across from you, and she says, "Am I the first one here this morning?"
Yes.
It's
been a rather slow day.
Right. I wonder when the others will show up.
Can I walk in with the bottle?
Yeah, why not? And then
Alright,
Froggy walks in, and she's just like, it's like, is the bottle empty? Or oh no, it's
There's
still got,
about
like,
a cup's worth. There's about a cup's worth.
Okay. Did you start drinking again on the way over here?
No. It's just like from last night.
Okay. Okay. He walks in with the bottle. Urag, you are. You see that he has only the tiniest bit left of the strongest thing that you had that you gave him last night.
Whoa, Froggy, did you drink all of that?
Not all of it. There's about a. I take a sip. Cup's worth left.
Okay.
Why? Did you want some?
No, just curious.
I look over at Ellana.
She.
Do you want some?
No. No, I don't.
More for
I
me?
think I'll pass. It's only like 10 a.m., right?
10 a.m., 3 p.m., no difference to me.
She says, people normally don't start drinking until 5 p.m.
Is that so? I don't know what to say.
Okay. Henry, you wake up in your house. Do you want to tell me about your house? Home? Where does Henry live?
He lives with someone who owns a store.
Oh, okay.
Lives on top of it.
Oh, okay. So you live. So who do you live with? Just a person.
His cousin.
Okay. Lots of cousins in this game.
Apparently.
Is your cousin a half-orc?
Yeah, another human. Like, he wakes up, dons his armor.
Right, which takes about an hour.
Yeah.
No.
And then walks over to
to the blue unicorn.
what's it? Blue unicorn.
The blue unicorn. What a wonderful tavern. Okay. Yeah. So, Henry arrives just kind of as Rug, you are like finished preparing for the next or just kind of as you finish counting out all the money and stuff from the last week or so, and as he walks in, the bell over the is there a bell over the door? I don't think so. I think it probably just screams.
No.
The door just screams. You have a new guest!
It's a magic door with a face.
You have a new guest! Ah! Whenever the door opens. No, yeah, the bell over the door rings as Henry walks in, and he's just full plate armor, or chainmail. I don't remember whatever. I don't remember.
Plate.
Yeah, he's just wearing full plate armor as he walks in the door, with a big sword. Yeah.
With a big great sword on his back.
Cool. Yeah, and he takes a seat at the bar, kind of also just kind of like joining you guys. And Ellana.
I offer.
Oh, you offer the dwarven ale to him.
Yeah. Do you want?
He's got this big jug. He's got this big jug like the size of his head, or like the size of your helmet, and like it's mostly empty, and he offers it to you.
Sorry, I don't drink.
Yet. Only on Sunday. And only wine.
Don't say I never gave you anything.
Well, technically you haven't.
Don't say I never. Well, yeah, offer. You know, don't say I never offered. Didn't offer you anything.
Don't say I never offered to give you anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm slurring my words. I'm really, kind of.
Oh, so we're not even role playing. He's just drunk for real.
No. No.
No. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. You, as you guys kind of sit down, and Ellana is like digging through this bag full of papers and stuff. They don't seem to be anything like super important yet. Like if they are important, she's just like not like finding what she thought she had in here or whatever. She like looks up and sees that you're all here, and she says, "All right. Well, the first step to doing this is."
Can I interrupt her? I
Okay,
interrupt
yep.
and I say, that's it, because I'm hungover. I'm like, can you bring it down?
She says, "The first step." She gets even louder. The first step is to find. Or no, she like shouts a little bit, and then she giggles just a little bit, and then she lowers her voice and she says,
My ear.
She says the first step that the first thing we need to do is find some work. It seems, well, perhaps we need to come up with a name first. To tell people. Did Urag'Thak make a poster last night and put it up on the notice board?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did he write a name for this organization on it, or did he just say? Did he just say need adventurers? Inquire inside.
Yeah, I said very cheap adventurers for hire, and then just
sorry,
just
what?
like an oversized picture of his face.
Okay, very cheap adventurers inside. And then
Can I make a?
Yep, go for it.
I'm gonna make a check to see if I noticed that horrible thing he put outside. Okay, no, I did not notice.
You didn't notice. Yeah, you were too busy with your drink.
Yeah.
Did Henry notice, and did he care? James?
Henry has died. James,
James?
speak louder if you are talking. But don't scream. Just a little louder. Oh no, James.
James! James is gone temporarily, hopefully, we think. So Henry is doing something. Ellana says, well, the first step that we need to do is, well, we need to find some work. I'm sure there's plenty of things that we could do, and we need to make some money so that we can form the company. We need to fill out the paperwork and pay a small fee for that. You remember when you started your tavern, Urag, I'm sure?
Yes.
Although I think the fee is slightly different for starting a venture such as this than it is for a tavern. Well.
Can I pull out that apple and eat it? Start eating it?
Sure. Sure, you pull the apple out.
Help sober up a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, I know I was already sober, but like just help settle it down.
She doesn't notice that it's the same apple she had yesterday.
I laugh.
Yeah. She doesn't notice. She thinks you're insane. You guys are. She says the first thing that we need to do is find some jobs. So I would recommend that you guys go have a wander around town and check all the notice boards, or ask people around this tavern or the other taverns, or anywhere you might find a job to do. We need to make up. I think it's something like 150 gold to start a business like this, something like that.
Yes.
Well, if there's nothing else, then guess I'll be going. I'll be back with something.
I'll be back with information. Okay. So now, Urag, you are the. I mean, you're not like doing an active job that is gonna get like abandoned if you leave. So you're welcome to like go wander around too. And we'll assume.
Yeah.
And we'll just assume that Henry has also gone and done something like that, just wandering around.
Yeah.
You guys can go together or split up.
I'm gonna split up. I'm actually gonna go.
Yeah, I'm thinking split up. We'll cover more ground.
I'm actually going to go back to that ship that I unpack.
Oh, okay. And like ask around up
see if
there.
it's still there. Yeah, I mean, is it still there? Do you know?
I mean, yeah, it's probably there. It's not like they're gonna dock for and just like unload things and then leave. Like docking, they probably dock for about a day, and then and then if they're like going somewhere else, they probably stay for a day and let the crew have a break and then continue on. Or if they're here to stay for a little while, they'll still just be there.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll head over there. I don't know if you want to do Urag. Little.
Where is
fine.
Jake? Yeah, Jake. Where is Urag going?
I think I'm just gonna like go around the more like commercial districts of Waterdeep to just like ask like shop owners and like people going around doing stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, should I send you guys a map of Waterdeep?
Yeah, I was literally just about to look
Yeah,
it up.
that would be
Not
very
even-
helpful.
Yeah, let's get you a map.
Hi everybody, it's me Ethan, the Dungeon Master here on Minor Illusion, and I just wanted to thank you all for listening to our show. We all had some technical difficulties during this episode. We lost James partway through. My audio got a bit funky, and there's a ton of breathing into the mics and just sniffling all around. I know it's been a bit of a bumpy ride, but I promise it will get better. Before I let you get back to the show, I just wanted to let you know that the party will be going to a shop soon where they can buy magic items, and if you want to send one in, you can send me an email at MinorIllusionDND@gmail.com. That's MinorIllusionDND@gmail.com. Once again, thank you very much for listening. I hope that you enjoy the rest of the episode, and I hope that you'll be back for the next one, which should be up next week, hopefully.
So, I'm assuming we are at the C ward. I'm just gonna assume that. I feel like that's just like natural. Or we go to dock ward. I don't know. I guess that's up to Jake because like he's the one who has his like stuff set up.
So the docks, the dock ward. Your home is at one of these, is in one of these docks.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay. Because C ward doesn't have any docks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Blue
Yeah.
Unicorn is actually probably up in the North Ward. So it's a little bit of a morning trek. But you could probably get there in like 10, 20 minutes.
And just a quick sort of question. What's up with the City of the Dead?
It's where they put like graveyards and stuff. Especially for like wealthy people.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, where is Urag'Thak going?
I guess I'm gonna walk around, I guess, through Castle Ward to like the trade yards, and like just try to find people who like maybe like can't afford Acquisitions Incorporated.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
from the North Ward around the Trade Ward?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you walk around. You guys go together and then split up when you get there, and Urag kind of like wanders around, and Froggy keeps going to the dock ward. I'm gonna do Froggy first. So Froggy, you split off from Urag, and then you head into the dock ward, back to the docks where you saw the big ship, the big fancy ship. And who are you trying to talk? Are you trying to talk to anybody in particular, or just find somebody who looks important?
Find Reggie.
Yeah, you try to find Reggie. Okay. Okay, you find Reggie. I'm gonna say it's probably about noon-ish, maybe. I realize that's a huge time jump from like 10 when you got there. I don't know. Maybe it takes a little while.
Maybe an hour because it took me an hour like to do the boxes, and then let's say like an hour to get to the North Ward,
and then back.
talk to Elana, and back.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it takes you like 15, 30 minutes to get up there, and then you had a conversation in 15, 30 minutes to get back. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you find Reggie, and it's like 12:30. He is at he's at like a little restaurant at the docks. It's like the equivalent of like a food truck, but it's not a food truck. It's kind of like stationary, but it's the same size, and you like walk up to the stall and order and like get some food and walk and then go back. It is called, I don't know, fish and chips or something. Yeah, it's called fish and chips. And they serve kind of like some seafood and stuff. They serve stuff that can be like brought straight from the docks because it's like right there. He is like waiting in line. He's like, I don't know, maybe like or actually he's probably just waiting for his food.
Okay, so he's sitting down, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. I get in line. How big is the line? Wait, how big is the line?
Probably not very.
I guess what I'm asking
not very
is, like,
big.
Can I? Okay, so can I order my food and just go sit down with him?
Yeah, sure. There's like some picnic tables or something around.
Okay. All right. Do I need to spend copper on this, or I mean, I'm down for spending copper.
10 copper pieces is a silver piece, or is equivalent to a silver piece, and a meal costs 1 silver. So
Okay.
it's 10 copper,
All right. So
a silver, whatever.
cool. I am going to get me some fish, and order it, and I go sit down next to Reggie,
Yep.
and I smile. Hello, Reggie. How are you doing right now, my friend?
He says, "Oh, are you here for lunch too?"
Yes and no. I was actually hoping you could tell me something about that ship that came into the docks early this morning.
The ship that came into the docks. The big one that you helped me unload. That one.
Yes. Do you know the captain?
Not very well. He's only come in a couple of times. In the last since I've been running the show here. Yeah, but why are you asking about the captain?
I'm actually looking for some work. I was hoping you might know something about the captain, or maybe where the ship comes from. It's not every day you see a ship that big roll into deep water.
Says, some work? You mean other than just unloading it? I might be able to introduce you. What do you want to know about the ship? And its captain.
Nothing really, just whether or not it holds anything valuable. Maybe I can do something for the captain. You see where I'm going with this? Yes?
Yeah, I just can't think of any work that he might have for you other than unloading it. But yeah, we can go ahead and ask. He says what? You're gonna have to wait until we finish eating though. I can't.
Is our food out yet?
Yeah, and actually, as he says that, they call out a number, and it's like they're like number 45, and Reggie's like, he's like, oh, I'll go get my food, and then yeah, I don't know, and then like 10, and he's like sitting down to eat. He's got like some like fried fish and potatoes or something, fish and chips.
Yeah.
He's got fish and chips, and it's all they sell.
Added detail. I asked for my fish raw.
You asked for sushi. He's like, that's a little bit unorthodox, but sure. Okay, but your chips are fried. All right, yeah, and then like I don't know, a few minutes later, they're like 47, and that's your food. Yeah, and you I don't know, you sit down and eat with Reggie, and it's like a 20.
Can I make a charisma or perception? Maybe he knows something about the ship or the captain that he's not telling me just up in front. Maybe because he's like, he works for him, so he's not something that he's not supposed to tell people. Obviously.
Yeah, go.
Reggie, me and you go way back, yes?
Yeah. I mean, a couple of years, but yeah. I mean, I've only been the dock warden for about 3 years, but yeah, I know we know each other pretty well. Work together almost every day.
I can be trusted, yes?
Well, sure. As much as anyone else, working on the docks. Yeah.
Jake, you ever laugh at me again? I swear to God.
Oh God. Okay.
Well, Reggie, I actually see you as a close friend, believe it or not. We have worked for a very long time, I would expect you to be a little more forthcoming with some information. I'm a good hard worker. I do not do anything. What's the word? I struggle to find the common word for whatever, because I speak common, but some words escape my mind.
Right. Okay. Because normally you just speak in meows. Yeah, I don't see why not. So roll your persuasion. Roll your persuasion.
Okay. 17.
17. Yeah. He says, "Oh, why not? Why not? Finish up your food, and I'll tell you on the way over there."
All right. Sounds good, my friend. Nom 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 nom. Meow meow.
All right. We're gonna hop over to Jake and Urag'Thak. you have wandered around to the trade ward, and you've kind of like wandered through the market a little bit, and you haven't really found any. People are like trying to sell stuff, but they're not really like, "Hey, I need work done here." They're like, they're trying to make money, not spend it. But then you wandered kind of out around toward the outer edges of it, and you came across the famous Yawning Portal Tavern. Jake, do you personally know anything about this place?
I'm gonna say I do. I know quite a bit about
does
other
Jake know?
taverns and
Does Jake know?
what? Oh, does Jake know? Yeah,
Yes,
you talk about it all
you
the
know about
time.
the Yawning Portal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Urag'Thak, you know that the Yawning Portal is famous for being built upon the entrance to a dangerous dungeon.
That's one scary dunny right there.
Yeah, a dangerous dungeon called Undermountain, which was built thousands of years ago by an elven mage, and the man who opened the tavern, built it in such a way that the Yawning Portal is still in the center of the tavern, and adventurers can go in and go do their little adventures through the portal if the tavern keeper, whose name is not listed here on the Wikipedia, hold on, whose name is Durnan, if he deems them strong enough to have a chance of surviving going in and making it back out. Of course, actually, you have wandered out of the trade ward and into the castle ward. However, you are not here for the dungeon. You're here for the notice board, and potentially to gather some information from Durnan, who I don't know, who maybe you know, maybe you don't, maybe you're like not necessarily friends, but like like work rivals.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're like acquaintances.
Acquaintances, yeah. To go gather some information on jobs that might need done.
Yeah, I checked the notice board first.
Yeah, so there's a notice board outside. There's not really a lot of like really good information on it. Hold on, just a moment while I grab my notebook.
Meow.
There's not a ton of stuff. Hello? That's sorry. Jonathan put a message in the thing, and then I thought it was James talking. Sorry.
Oh
so
no.
I was like, I was trying to figure out why James was asking if we were good. Let's see. Jobs. I wrote some jobs. Let's see. There's a couple of jobs listed at the notice board outside the Yawning Portal. One of them says that the town market needs some guards, because there have been some like ruffians that show up and try and like steal stuff from people, or disrupt work going on, and that the pay is five gold dragons per day for the 3-day market. The other job is extermination, and it says a farm on the outskirts of Waterdeep is having problems with goblins stealing their produce, and that the group of adventurers will be paid 30 gold to find their lair and exterminate them. This seems to be a common problem, you realize.
Yeah, I definitely take note of that one.
You enter the Yawning Portal. It is a large tavern with 2 stories. With like a second story, which is a balcony up above the southern half of the room, with stairs leading up to it in the corner. And below the balcony is a large round. It almost resembles a well, but it's about 10 feet across. Circular thing. which just descends down, just straight down into the dungeon of Undermountain. Behind the tavern, there is a man with some fun facial hair. He's got a mustache, which then extends into his sideburns and like turns into mutton chops. He looks fantastic, and here's a picture of him. Yeah, he's looking good. And he leans over as you approach the bar. He leans over and does this pose as he's like wiping out a tankard, and he says, "Ah, Urag! How's business?"
It's alright. Could always be better, though. But that's actually not why I'm here today. I need to ask you a favor. Your establishment here is synonymous with a certain sort of adventuring type. I was wondering if anyone has come in needing some sort of help with adventurers.
Why, yes, we get them all the time. We get requests. I've got a big book back here. I'll go have a look through it.
Oh, thank you.
But you've already got your business going. Why are you looking for extra work? Am I running you out of business? He says, and he grins like slyly. He's poking fun, but also kind of like seriously asking.
Not quite. I want to make a couple additions to the bar, but don't quite have the money quite yet.
It's not even a lie.
Yeah.
it's really not even a lie, is it?
No.
He says, "Yeah, I'll go find the book in the back. Would you mind tending the bar for me while I'm looking through it?"
Don't mind at all.
All right, cool. I don't know, you like hop the bar, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he like hands you the tankard that he was cleaning out. He just says, "I'll just be a moment. Just make sure no one's drinks dry up." And he kind of he opens like a trapdoor in the floor behind the bar, and like walks down the stairs underneath it. And we're gonna go to James. James, welcome back to the show.
Hey,
Where is Henry going to find information?
on how to get a job.
Yeah. So you're just trying to find some work to do to make enough money to start this business, or if he's like along for the ride but not interested in like taking money from people, that's cool too. Like he could just say I hang out and like, make sure no bar fights start while what's his face is gone. But yeah, go.
No, he goes back home and talks to his cousin who's married in the shop.
Ah, yes.
He can work for
Okay.
a little while.
All right, sounds good. You go back to the shop. What kind of shop is it?
It's a baker.
Bakery. Okay.
It's called Breaking Bread.
Nice. I like it. It's really good. Yeah, you go back there, and your cousin. What's your cousin's name?
Tom.
Perfect.
Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he go by Tom or Thomas?
Thomas.
Okay. Thomas. The bell over the door rings as you come in, and Thomas says, "Oh, you're back early. What? Nobody to evangelize today, is there?"
No, not quite. See, actually, I'm coming here to pull in a favor. You mind if I start working here for a little while?
No, I really don't mind. I mean, I can't really afford to pay you all that much. Maybe only a few silver a day. But yeah, if you're needing money, I can help you out a little bit if you want to help me work.
Ah, thank you, cousin. It's for the business I told you about with Elaine.
Oh, with that girl, eh?
With the girl, yeah.
Man, if you don't mind me asking, why do you help her out so often? you don't seem to get anything out of it, unless you're just in it for the company.
Oh, well, I'm always willing to help. If she comes to me and asking for help, I'll gladly give it to her. Anybody,
Okay.
really.
He kind of like friend punches you on the shoulder. He's like, there's no need to get all flustered about it, cousin. I'm just pulling your leg. Come on back and you do need to take your armor off and put an apron on. But
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, of course.
Okay. Fantastic.
Just head back to my room.
Yeah, you go upstairs, you take your
Start
armor
work.
off and like come back down, and he gives you like a green apron and stuff, and he's like I don't know. Does Henry know how to do the baking stuff?
He'll get.
Okay. So you you help him out for I don't know, like the rest of the day. He gives you like 20 silver pieces. He says, I think this is as much as I can give you and still make a decent profit.
Oh, thank you very much. It's very generous.
Very generous of you. All right. Yeah. And if you if you want to help out some more, I think I might be able to pay you some more. And while you're there, you help him make some like cake. You help him bake a cake, and then like some cookies and some cupcakes and stuff. And you have like 5 or 6 customers throughout the day. At least after you get back, and it's like 12:30 when you get back. So like the second half of the day, yeah, you have like 5 or 6 customers. We're gonna go back to Magic Frog. Magic Frog, you are walking with Reggie from Fish and Chips back to the dock where the ship is docked. Words, they're great. And as you guys are walking, Reggie says, "All right there, Froggy. Yeah, the ship it's called the Kettleston.
The Kettleston?
Yeah, the Kettleston, and its captain is a bloke named who goes by Salamander. I don't know if he'll actually have any work for you, but he might. I can't guarantee it, but I can go and introduce you."
Ooh, I have a one-liner.
Salamander and Froggy, you two make a great pair.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I have a one-liner. If I find myself in the right moment, I'm definitely gonna use
All right,
it.
yeah, and you guys get up to you guys return to the dock, and you arrive at the Kettleston, and Reggie leads you up the gangplank that's been lowered down to the dock, and which you walked up and down like 6 or 7 times, probably more than that, like 15 or 16 times earlier, unloading things.
Yeah.
Probably more than that too, but like whatever.
Yeah.
You walked up and down it a bunch earlier.
I know the area.
Yeah, and you're on the deck of this ship, and like now that you're not working on it and you're just like here like looking at it, it looks even better. It's very fancy. There's kind of like gold, not real gold, but like gold painted trim around the outside of the ship. The deck is made of a nice solid dark wood, as well as the rails, and the sails are made are unblemished. They are like they're in perfect condition with just stark. James is gone again.
God damn.
With stark white sails. There's a Neverwinter flag, like the crest of Neverwinter on the big flag at the top of it. Or off the large flag that's on the mast, and Reggie kind of like shouts. He like as you guys get up onto the deck, he shouts, "Hey, Salamander! I've got somebody who wants to visit you." And it's silent for a good like 30 seconds, and then out of the captain's cabin steps a he actually doesn't step. He kind of slithers a yuan tea serpent guy with red scales.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
with red scales and piercing green eyes. And he kind of looks you up and down, and he says, Reginald, why is there a cat on my ship?
This cat wants to play games with money.
With
Heard you might be in the business.
and what business might that be?
The business where you don't ask too many questions. Eh?
See, that's my job, is asking questions, though. What kind of work are you looking for?
Whatever work you need. Hold on, I'm trying to think of what else to say. Thinking, processing, downloading. I'm trying to like make it sound cool. I don't want to sound like average. Wait, what's the question?
What kind of work are you searching for?
Hmm.
Can we just make it
I
canonical?
close my
Magic
eyes.
Frog is actually a robot. And this is like literally his thought process. Processing. Running wittyremark.exe. Wittyremark.exe has crashed. Fatal error. Rebooting.
Can I make a perception check? Maybe I can kind of get an idea what kind of stuff he does or how he.
Insight.
Because he's rich for a reason,
Insight.
right? Insight.
Yeah, insight.
Right.
Be
Insight. Got it. Okay, I got a 14.
a 14. Okay, you gather that he probably doesn't have any like actual jobs for you to do, but he might be willing to take you somewhere if you had a job. Like he probably doesn't have anything that you could do, or maybe not something that you couldn't, maybe not anything that you could do, but he probably doesn't have anything that would be like a good fit for you guys. You're like he probably doesn't have any jobs that would be a good fit for you guys. He does say, well, there are some rats that have taken hold on the ship. You could exterminate those for me. Kitty cat.
You want I get slightly offended.
And he like flips his tongue out at you.
Can I try? Okay, here's what I'll try. I'll try to do a. I guess it'd be sleight of hand more than anything. I'm gonna try. I wanted to try to impress him by I'm gonna say something along the lines of. So like Salamander, he's like an actual snake, or is he like half like human, half snake type thing going on?
He's like a snake from all of him, but he's like human sized and stands up like a man. Not really.
Oh, okay.
He has red scales and he has a like a cobra head. He has red scales and piercing green eyes, and he is carrying like a wicked curved dagger at his hip. Oh, and he totally has like a pirate captain hat on.
Yes. Okay, so here's what I'll do. I'm gonna do a sleight of hand check and try to grab his dagger with my tail or my hand. I think tail would work better.
Okay, so tell me how you're gonna distract him to make him not be paying attention to this.
So here's what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like lean in close on his face and be like, let's see if the salamander is as slippery as the cat. I'm close on his face, right? Like me and him are like locking eyes, right? And then I'm gonna try to do the steal his dagger with my tail. So that's 15.
15. Okay. Now he
15.
gets to make a perception check against this.
Oh god.
Yeah. And he's rolled a dirty 20.
Aw.
So what happens is you try to grab you like lean in close and try to grab his dagger with your tail, and instead of you grabbing something from him, he wraps his body around you. He like coils himself around you, and he looks you, and he like gets his face real close, and he looks you dead in the eyes, and he says, "That was a good try, but I don't think you'll be taking anything from me soon." And then he uncoils himself, and he has his back to you, and he says, "Now, as long as you don't try to take anything from me again." This is not the voice I started with, but it's better.
No, it's not.
As long as you don't try to take anything from me again, I would consider giving you passage on my ship, but only if you can pay the price. And he then like tosses your dagger up in the air, and like flips it over in his hand, and then balances on a finger. He has your dagger
Nice.
now. And then he like tosses it over his shoulder to you, and he says, "Come see me if you want to go somewhere." And he like slithers back into the captain's cabin. So that's not what you were hoping for, I guess. But I guess he's not going anywhere for a little while. You might be able to get a ride if you're really trying to get out of here.
I think I found exactly what I'm looking for. Thank you, friend.
He says, yeah, no problem. You should come get lunch with me more often. See, good things seem to happen.
You need to buy me more drink more often.
He says, you come visit me for lunch, and I'll get you drinks more often. How's that? And he like holds his hand out. He's like, "Is it a deal? Hey, friend."
Deal, friend. And we do a little. We like what is it? I grab his hand, but I pull him close. Like we do that little. Yeah, you know what I mean. We grab each other's hands and we wrap the arm like around each other and like an X. You know what I mean? And we do that.
So
little...
you do the
Yeah.
the handshake hug thing. Pat on
Yeah,
the back.
yeah.
That thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that
Okay,
thing exactly.
Gotcha. All right,
All right.
cool. Urag, you have served 2 people drinks in the time that it has taken Durnan to find a job for you. He says, "I've got 2 things here that you might want to look at. The first one is something that would probably help you get the rest of the money. How much money have you got toward your goal, by the way?"
Well, today was payday. So I think so far I'm got like 20 gold towards it.
20?
Yeah. Well, I need the rest, eat and,
So, like, when a meal is a silver and like a week is a 10-day, like if you took 3 gold out of that to pay for 3 meals a day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
still have a lot of money.
I guess we're like 87 gold the way there. We need like 150 though.
Now, you wouldn't happen to be running this business out of your tavern there, would you? And I think Jordan has actually been to your tavern maybe like once or twice.
Yeah.
Because you guys are kind of
Yeah.
like you're not necessarily like friends, but you're like friendly acquaintances. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
As a matter of fact, I am.
He says, "Oh, well, tell you what. You go do this job and promise me that you'll get your business moved into a building of its own. You'll get this business moved into a building of its own, so you're not double dipping jobs when people come to visit your tavern, so that you're not driving up competition for me, or so that we keep the competition the same as it's been. You promise me that, and I will pay you however much you need, however much is left. That 70 goldish, right? I will finish paying for your tavern, for this business inquiry."
That's a very generous offer. I'll have to talk it over with my partner.
Alright, fantastic. Here, you take this post I've been asked to put up on the thing, show it to your friends, and come back to me tomorrow, I'll give you the rest of the information. Go talk it over with your business partners. Alright.
Alright, yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And so you head back to the Blue Unicorn. Henry kind of doesn't make it back, I guess, because James is not here. You meet Froggy outside as you are arriving.
How'd the search for business go, Froggy? Did you get anything?
I'm closing my eyes. My tail's wagging.
The tail's wagging.
Yes.
Fantastic.
It wags a lot. It like moves around a lot when I'm thinking.
It just twitches like. Yeah. Okay.
The captain of the ship seems to offer some kind of. You know, Urag, I'm not really sure what he is offering me, but I think it's going to pay very, very well.
As you guys are talking, Ellana shows back up, and she says, "Oh, are you guys done gathering information?"
Ellana, sweetheart, I am done gathering information for you as always.
She says, "Oh, good. It doesn't seem like Henry's going to be back tonight. Something to do with his cousin. I'm not 100% sure, but let's take this inside. I want to hear what you guys have found." And she leads you in. She leads you in back into the and she waits for Urag to unlock the office. And then you guys sit in the office, and she kind of like picks a bunch of stuff off your desk. She doesn't move a ton of stuff. She moves like some papers that just like off to the side. She said, and she sits down in your big chair again, very much like looking like a child sitting in it. And she says, "So tell me, what did you guys find today?"
I found a contract for exterminating some goblins for a farm not far from here. Seems like fairly decent pay. I also stopped by the Yawning Portal. I had a nice chat with Durnan. He's offering to pay for the whole rest of the fee for opening the business if we do not conduct it out of the Blue Unicorn.
Well, more accurately, he said, as long as you get it out of the Blue Unicorn as soon as you can. Well, that sounds good, but what did you do for him to agree to that?
He has a job for us. And I kind of hand over the letter, not poster.
Whatever. It's like a little piece of paper with a request on it. Actually, as she unfolds it, it seems more kind of like a poster, like a come visit this place poster, right? Written across the top in big black letters, it says the Sunless Citadel, and underneath it says dungeon to be explored. Looking for experienced adventurers. Payment upon clearing of the dungeon. Inquire further in the town of Oakhurst.